Hey everybody, welcome to the Rich State of Mind YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be talking about how I was able to pay off $55,000 in debt in 2 years. So please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and hit the bell for any future notifications. So in this video, it's a personal story. Took me 3 years to pay off $53,000 or $55,000 in debt. So it was a collective team effort, right? So me and my son's mother, I had to put a plan together. Like, all right, look, these are our goals. This is how we want to knock down our debt so that we have the freedom to do other things, whether it's, invest in real estate, or maybe you need to just, we want to loosen up our pocket so that we could, maybe do vacations or any extracurricular activities we want to do for our son. So put together a plan started with the Dave Ramsey plan, started the envelope system, started cutting out things, maybe like cut out cable, cut out a lot of subscriptions, cut out a lot of things. I even sold one of our cars and then bought a hoopty and fixed it up. And that cut like $7,000 out of our debt. And so, but that's not the main thing I kind of want to talk about. What I really want to talk about or address with how we lasted those 3 years paying down 55K, because there's a lot of videos on like how to, right? But one thing that is not discussed is trying to find a happy medium during that time frame. You go from going cold turkey is, especially when you have a family, right? And especially if you got like a big family, it's very hard to go cold turkey and to convince, as you as the man, head of the household, to convince the whole house, hey, we're shutting everything down, right? So one thing that I recommend and that we did was, okay, we will go cold turkey on a lot of things, but every 3 months, let's treat ourselves to X, Y, and Z, so that to give us a little bit of motivation to keep going. Because, we see part of the motivation was you see yourself paying off, you see yourself paying off the car, you see yourself paying off credit cards or loans or student loans. But then, like I said, you just went from a lifestyle where you was buying clothes all the time or games or whatever, and then now you're not doing any of that. So every 3 months, or I say like every quarter, you save up, because a budget doesn't mean, just because you budget doesn't mean you don't have any fun. You can budget to have planned fun. And one thing that I say now, I always tell my fiance now, I tell my kids now, if I say no, it's not a no, forever. It's just a no right now, because you can plan out to have fun. You could budget out to have fun. So that's what I used to do in order to kind of keep us going. Every 3 months, try to do something nice for the family, especially if, for a little one, Junior at the time, to kind of keep things still fun. Because the kids, you don't want the kids to suffer too much, right? But at the same time, you need to still make sure you're staying on track. So if I was, my suggestion is throughout your debt-free journey, especially if you're not, gonna get it figured out, or it's not gonna be all the way paid off until 3, 4, 5 years, try to find particular milestones and say, hey, this is when we're going to celebrate X, Y, and Z to keep us going, because it can get really hard. And don't get me wrong, when you have a goal in mind, you're laser focused. It's, you're pushing. But I think naturally it's in us to want to still enjoy life just a little bit. So I'm totally down for the Dave Ramsey way. Like, that was what really helped me pay off, that 55K. But at the same time, I had to figure out ways to still accommodate my family so that everybody's not going crazy throughout that process. Because I'm the type of person, personally, I can go down to peanut and jelly sandwiches, but everybody may not be wired like that. And a lot of times in relationships, you have one person that is the spender, is wired as a spender, and the other person is wired as a saver. So you gotta have to figure out a compromise, a middle ground, so that y'all can be able to survive throughout that process. And it's not tons of arguments, especially when y'all sit down and do that budget. So I'll leave a note card at the top for episode that I did on the envelope budgeting system explained. So to kind of give a further breakdown what I'm referring to, just in this video, I really just want to talk about an idea and you can expand on it on how to last those year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years it may take you to pay off your debt. Create milestones for you and your family. So for y'all sanity. Thank you for watching.